a united front unison of the cast in the show, and I just was blown away by Teresa-Castillo's voice and Jason-Thompson's voice. I was just smiling and crying, and it was just beyond. It was just great.
Yeah, I was shocked when she opened her mouth as well to sing. She's a beautiful singer. And I did just read your email.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yes, she has a beautiful voice.
She has a beautiful voice, and I couldn't wait for everybody to see the real Sabrina, how she looked. Teresa and I had gotten together a few weeks ago, and we got together to conduct the interview that went on the website. And we were kind of like, we couldn't show pictures of her without her glasses that much because it hadn't been revealed yet.
Right.
But I was awestruck by how beautiful she was in person, and kind of like she has such a beautiful spirit in person too. And then when she opened her mouth and sang, I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, come on. So, and of course, then everybody's big thing was Britt and the baby. So, okay, so it's got to be, do you think she's pregnant? Do you think it's an embryo from one of the Lulu eggs, like people are saying? Do you think she's pregnant with Patrick's baby? Do you think she's padding her? What do you think?
It's such a toss-up between padding and one of the eggs from Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's so hard to tell. It's so hard because with so many twists and turns, just when you think you have it figured out, you don't.
You don't.
Yeah, exactly. I think the egg thing makes a lot of sense.
Mhm.
I just do, because isn't she an OBGYN? Is she an OBGYN?
Yes, she is.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, a case in point.
Right? Yep, I really believe that. And I would not be surprised at anything her and her mother do together. I mean, look at who her parents are. Hello.
I know.
But my question is, does Faison really know? I wonder if this Dr. Obrecht, because here's the thing that doesn't ring true to me about this. Faison was in love with Anna. He did everything for Anna. This whole thing with Robin, this was to get back at Anna, to get together with Anna. The whole false face thing, everything was to get back with Anna or to get back at her to make her love him. And so Dr. Obrecht if it was his wife, knowingly just went along with this, wouldn't she be jealous and pissed off? And maybe Faison doesn't even know that Britta is his daughter. I mean, these are the questions that went on in my mind. No.
Mine too.
Right? Because it was something about this isn't right. Because I don't see why this evil bitch, Obrecht, would just go along with Faison's plot to get so he's in with Anna. If she so that I really think needs to be fixed, or it's either that's going to be addressed, or they just change the story. I don't know which one it is. I think Ron's so brilliant; it's probably part of the story. But that's what went on in my mind the other day. I'm like, why is something's not right here? I think Faison doesn't know. I think Faison probably never knew she got pregnant with his daughter or something.
Yeah. But even still, even if he doesn't know that, it still doesn't make sense why she would go along with it if that was his wife. So I don't know. Yeah, we're missing something, and I'm hoping eventually we find out what that is.
I hope
so. So we have a million callers on hold. Should we? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So first up is Carrie. Carrie, you're live.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
Carrie.
I have to agree with you all. The ball was just fabulously written. And the last scene with Sabrina singing, to me, was like a We Are the World moment when they all got up.
That's
and
it.
sang
That's
together.
it. That's what, you know what? You're so right. That's exactly what I was trying to say. It was a We Are the World moment, for sure.
I felt that way, too.
Yeah.
But I did want to share my favorite GH memory of all time.
Please.
If I may.
Yes.
It was April 1st, 1963. I had a phone
Oh.
What happened then?
Oh, what? My father called and said, there's this new show on TV, and I went to college with one of these people, and you have to watch. So we watched, but we forgot who he said we had to watch for. And it turned out to be Jesse Brewer.
Oh.
He had gone to college with Emily McLaughlin, and then she becomes the first star of the show.
The first leading lady.
Leading
Right.
lady, yes.
Was Jessie. I know. And did you see at the nurses' ball when they had her picture up with Amy?
Oh, I loved it.
I know.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I loved it.
I loved it. I know.
And
And where are you calling in from? Where are you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm in West Boylston, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's so good to talk to you, and thank you for your comments.
And thank you for everything.
You're
Have
welcome.
a nice night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, up next we have Michelle. Well, hold on. We're trying to get Michelle. Michelle, there you are.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, Michelle.
I just have to say this was my first nurses' ball, and it was just unbelievable. It was just but my favorite moments from the nurses' ball was Jack Wagner singing and Rick Springfield.
Oh, well, first of all, that was great. I loved when Jack Wagner sang. And I thought it was really great when, it was great, you guys, was when Rick Springfield sang and then, he came out as Noah behind the thing and Bobby goes, you look just like him. I thought that was really clever because remember we were all talking on the Internet, well, who's he going to be? Is he going to be Eli Love or Rick Springfield or Noah? Who's going to be performing? And I thought it was great that it was really Rick Springfield that performed. I thought that was great. I like that too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
well,
you.
Michelle has a crush on Jack Wagner, so that's her favorite.
Oh, well, of course.
Well, I can't help it since Melrose Place.
Oh, since Melrose, right.
Yeah. I still haven't deleted those 2 episodes off my DVR, and I don't know if they'll ever come off.
Which 2 episodes?
The one with Jack Wagner and Rick Springfield singing.
Oh, you got to keep it. You got to keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, this was historic. I mean, you guys have to think about it. This was like the 50th anniversary of the show, and they resurrected this nurses' ball, and they had a party within the show. I mean, to deliver to the fans. So, what a celebration! That was so unique to it. But thank you so much for your comment.
It was a great way to get introduced to it because, like I said, this is my first nurses' ball.
Yeah.
And it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, it was great. Back in the day when they had the nurses' ball, part of the most moving part of the nurses' ball that, of course, couldn't happen was Kimberly McCullough would get up and talk about these beautiful speeches when we were really in the middle, at the height of the AIDS crisis, and she would speak about what's going on with it, and the speeches were just heartbreaking. And also, as you know, the character had, became HIV positive, and Stone, her boyfriend, had died. So that emotional pull of that, of course, couldn't be there that way, but how great to honor it with Robin being supposedly dead and overlooking us all at the nurses' ball.
Yeah. And another thing, the actress who plays Olivia, I would love to go out and dance with her because she really knows how to party. I've noticed her in, the background just, dancing, and I was like, oh, my God. I said, I just want to go out dancing with this girl. She knows how to party.
Well, thank you so much for your comment. Have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Michelle.
You're welcome.
Okay, next up we have Enrique. And I hope this stops spinning so we can get him on. Come on.
Hello.
Enrique, there you are.
Yeah, right here.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, Enrique.
Hey, my favorite part, I think my favorite part was Jack Wagner singing All I Need as Frisco.
Mhm. It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also liked the Magic Milo thing was pretty awesome.
Oh, of course.
I love the Magic Milo thing was funny. It was interesting because I was just watching like them really trying to get the choreography. I was like, are they really this bad or are they bad? You know, are the characters bad? So I thought that was funny, which it was very cute. But you know what I loved about the Jack Wagner thing was he's such a beautiful voice. You know, even now, years later, and also I have found, and I'm sure you guys have seen this in interviews he's done. You know how I feel like over the time with his, you know, finding his daughter again, his real life daughter,
right,
and that story being played into his scenes with Kirsten Storms, which were home run scenes.
Definitely.
I just thought Jack was a much more emotional guy, available guy as Frisco this time around, and I just loved him. Loved him. So, yeah. Yeah,
and as you said, with finding out, you know, because we found out how long ago about him meeting his real daughter in life, it just made it so much more emotional for us as viewers to watch him with Maxie.
Oh, it was so great.
And talking about Georgie, how he wished he would have known her. And
it was so great. Don't get us started. Yeah.
I know. I'll start crying.
Thank you, Enrique, so much for calling in.
Thank you. Okay, next up is Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, everyone. Oh, my God.
Hi.
Okay, fangirl moment. Oh, my God. I want to say it was a great Nurses Ball. As a long-time GH viewer, it was great to have it back after 13 years. So, you know, whether there were parts that you liked or didn't like, just having it back was just such an honor. You know, that some of the bad stuff just kind of was just overshadowed by how great it was to have it back on the screen and have everyone participate and, you know, really seem to take a moment and really enjoy themselves celebrating the 50th and, you know, celebrating the return of the Nurses Ball. So
absolutely, it was.
I think probably, especially having Lynn back. I mean, it would not have been the Nurses Ball if Lynn had not been on the screen.
Thank you for saying that. I wanted to say something earlier about that. I have to tell you, I sat here and watched her and went, she is so amazing. The way she does this, I just sat here. I thought she is so great. How she would be very emotional when she would introduce people, how touched she was, how funny she was, the Richard Simmons, I mean, every part, that she navigated through drama, comedy, she did it all, and she actually, to me, came off like, I truly believe if I was at an event, like she would be the host. I mean, I think this could not have worked at all without her being there.
Oh, it totally wouldn't, because she's always been really the force behind it. When her and John were doing it, you know, in the past, John Homa, and you know, that Kimberly was a part of it, you always feel that Lynn was just putting her heart and soul into this, and you could see it again on screen. And Richard Simmons, I'm so glad he came back.
Oh, my gosh,
Oh, gee.
Richard Simmons, you know, all of a sudden I was getting these tweets from Richard Simmons. I don't know if you saw that the other day, because I'm like, and Richard Simmons, you know, I made the comment that when he, you know, he was such a baddie, like I didn't know they were going to make him insane. So, you know, when he got carried out, and he said to Bobby, "Hi, Bobby, say hello to Leslie." That was I spit out my iced tea. I was like watching it, and it came spitting out of my mouth. So he tweets me back, "I'm so glad I made you spit." Lots of laughs, Richard Simmons. I went, oh.
I think he really had a good time and didn't realize that, you know, again, for the people that, you know, are 10 years or less watching this, you don't have the Richard Simmons memories of, you know, of him being on the show. So all of this was new, and you're just looking at, you know, this wacky guy that you've always known from DVDs and TV. And he was such a part of GH even then. It was kind of really cool to have them